The mayor of New York, I will say, would like to meet with us, and we'll work something out. But he would like to come to Washington and meet, and we'll work something out. We want to see everything work out well for New York.
Oh, hell, look at this. Breaking. Communist Zoran Mamdani shocked supporters by announcing that he has raised a whopping $1 million directly from New Yorkers for his transition to City Hall. They have learned stuff can't be free. You were swindled, and it will only continue. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You just can't make this up. We told you how this was going to play out. But hey, everything's going to be free, 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 free. Oh, free. Good luck.
All right, guys, breaking news. The NYPD has 5,000 officers that are going to be resigning effective January 1st, 2026. I just dropped the report. Make sure you share it out. Get it out to all your people. I mean, you know, what else are we going to do? They all want to leave because they don't want to be ruled under a communist.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey. Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. When you try to kill our citizens, we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
The mayor that has taken over New York City is a Muslim that's going to take down the city that never sleeps, the city of life's dreams, this city that our ancestors brought forth in prosperity and greatness and liberty. This city will turn into a forbidden place of darkness. The blood, sweat, and tears that the city of New York was built on will turn into a virtual refugee shelter for the radical Muslim ideology. This is now the most dangerous time for our citizens of New York. This mayor will destroy this city. We are obligated to demand our rights for our private sanctuary, our businesses, our property that we all have worked so hard for. And this 35-year-old mayor has no right dictating the rules of socialism for a city built on our highest principles with brick and stone by hardworking Americans. This must be stopped, and his mayoralty should be terminated immediately.
Oh boy.
You, the people of the greatest city, New York, are in danger of losing your city to this communist fool. We, the people, must stand for the greatest nation's purpose, the honor of our flag, the red, white, and blue, and for which it stands, one nation under God, and liberty and justice for all. This country, the United States of America, is the land of our greatest achievement, the American dream. And we, the people, have put our trust in the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. He and only he can stop this horror, as this Mayor Mamdani will try to destroy New York's wealth and turn it into a socialist crap city. Let this be a warning to the people, and may God bless.
Woo.
May God bless.
Check out this video really quick.
Starting on day one, we will expand the city's special enforcement programs, doubling fines for hazardous violations and tripling them for conditions that are immediately dangerous. And when a really bad landlord, like this guy, refuses to fix it, the city's gonna step in, make the repairs, and send them the bill. If that doesn't work, the city's taking over the building. We're putting the worst landlords out of business.
So this is his plan. He's going to take away the building if the landlord can't afford to make renovations. The city will step in and do it, but then they'll take away the building if the landlord can't afford it. But at the same time, he's doing rent freezes. He's going to freeze rent so landlords can't raise rent. So how are they supposed to pay for it? Like if there's a major problem with the apartment complex, how are they supposed to pay for it? And if they can't afford it, and the only way that they can is to raise rent. But oh no, he froze the rent. You know, materials are going up, labor is going up. What's going to happen? Oh, they'll pay for it, the city. But then, oh, no, if you can't pay me back, I'm going to take away the building. This is a slow, over time, slow transition into government housing. And what does that sound like if the government's going to be owning all these buildings? Communism.
South Korea at night from space. Here's socialist North Korea. Yeah. In 1990, Venezuela was wealthier than Poland. But then Poland, finally free of Soviet-style economics, went all in on capitalism. And now their economy is as big as Japan. And people there have high wages, low inflation, cars, vacations, homes. Meanwhile, Venezuela traded capitalism for Hugo Chavez's Socialism for the 21st Century, which turned out to be like socialism in the last century or any century, a fucking mess.
Oh boy. Bill Maher keeping it real with y'all, huh?
It turned one of Latin America's richest countries into one of its poorest. Low wages, high inflation, shortages, outages, 8 million people fleeing. If you think New York can somehow reinvent this wheel, you're in for a rude awakening. Zoran can't make your wishes come true. You're thinking of Zoltar.
Zoltar. Oh boy.
Recognize that Zoran Mamdani.
And once again, Bill Maher drops a reality bomb on Zoran Mamdani voters with a brutal history lesson on socialism.
Is the future of the party. Unfortunately, it's the Republican Party. We've run this experiment many times, and the results are always obvious. Here's capitalist South Korea at night from space. Here's social.
Yeah. You just can't make it up, man. You just can't make it up. You just can't make this up, man. All I can say is good luck, New York City. I say let it go straight to hell. Let New York City go to hell. Let everything be approved. You know, we got to let things burn and crash so people will learn. So people will learn how this all plays out in reality. Yeah, not some magical fairyland. You know, thinking you can put a seed in the ground, the big tree will grow, and that the money will just eventually show up on the tree. Sorry, it don't work like that. Somebody come in here and hit me upside the head. Hit Rick upside the head and say, Rick, sir, we have a prepaid card for you to swipe away. Get your gas, your food, feed your family, Rick. And also, your mortgage is frozen and paid for. Thank you, sir. And it's all free, free, free. I wish somebody would come in here and tell me that fairyland story. I wish that blessing to come on up in here. You know, I drop down to my knees. I say, man, thank ya. I'll be like Kamala on the campaign trail. Thank ya. I want to thank ya. I want to thank ya. But it just don't work like that way, god dog it. Sorry. You know, but they say it's going to work like that in New York City. Oh boy. But now breaking, communist Zoran Mamdani shocked supporters by announcing he has raised a whopping $1 million directly from New Yorkers for his transition to City Hall. They have learned that stuff can't be free. You have been swindled and will continue. But again, this is reverting back to this video right here that you're seeing go viral and everybody's talking about. You know, he needs your money. Check this out.
Good morning, New York City, and thank you. Last night we made history, and today we begin the work of making a new administration. Welcome to the transition. This is the period over the next few months where we build a city hall that delivers on the promises of our campaign, to make New York City affordable and to make government accountable to the people it serves. As we prepare to govern, we'll start announcing the leaders who will help implement our agenda. People like deputy mayors who oversee entire areas of government and the commissioners who carry out the critical work of city agencies. These appointments will be driven by excellence, integrity, and a hunger to solve old problems with new solutions. Talking to organizers on the front lines of the fight to improve our city, government veterans with proven track records, policy experts from around the country and the world, and working people who know better than anyone what our neighborhoods deserve. And this will be a period, like the campaign we ran and the city hall to come, defined by transparency. Because New Yorkers deserve a government they can trust. On January 1st, I will be your mayor. New Year's Day, and a new era for this city. Oh, and one more thing. Remember how I told you a few months ago to stop sending us money? You can start again. This transition requires staff, research, and an infrastructure that can meet this moment. And it will be made possible by the people who built and believe in this movement. So I hope you'll make a donation at transition2025.com. Now let's get to work.
Moment.
It is a brief one, and it's the question of what do we use it for? Because oftentimes transitions are pageantry. They are the moments where you announce all of the people that you know, that you owe favors to, this, that, and the other. We want this to be a moment where we're actually preparing ourselves for January 1st. And that means spending these next 46, 47 days that we have actually preparing. That means putting out a hiring portal where we've received now more than 50,000 applications. That means having a team that can vet those applications, that can actually go through real hiring processes. And that means also pushing forward implementation plans for our policy. Because too often this is a time of just celebration as opposed to preparation. We want to make it both.
40,000 people, you said?
50,000.
50,000, that's what I thought. So 50,000.
50,000 people.
And how do you do that?
Well, I think the first thing is you actually build a team that can look through these applications. And the beautiful thing about it is for too long in city government, it's been more to do with who you know than what you do. And we want to turn that on its head. We want it to actually be about the work. And I'll tell you, Bill, we've actually received applicants from every single zip code except for one. And if you are watching from 11695, we need you. Please apply so we can knock every zip code out of the park.
It says Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani says two very questionable things in his video. He's going to Trump-proof New York City. He is going to raise New York state corporate tax to match New York Jersey to match New Jersey's. Zohran Mamdani, you're not a governor. You can't raise a state's corporate tax because you're just the mayor of a city. Dumb. And as you know, we just showed you at the beginning of the show that Zohran Mamdani has reached out to Trump and this administration, and wants to have scheduled a meeting and wants to meet with President Trump. And as you know, Trump says, let's do it. We want New York City to succeed. What do y'all think of that? Let me know in the comment section. But check this out.
Universal childcare
This should be good.
is something that we've seen in other cities, in Montreal, for example, rather in Quebec.
Quebec? You mean Canada? Oh, okay.
We saw the implementation of universal childcare also led to a 10-to-1 economic return. This is something that we care about it on a moral level, care about it on a political level, but also on an economic level.
Morals, political, economic. Got it.
And I've put forward two proposals that I think are the most straightforward and direct ways to raise the revenue for this program as well as our economic agenda and to start Trump-proofing our city.
Trump-proof? Trump-proof? Does that mean you're not going to accept federal funds?
Increasing personal income taxes on the top 1% by 2%.
Okay, Kathy Hochul says she's not going to do that.
Increasing the state's top corporate tax rate to match that of New Jersey.
That was interesting. He is going to raise the state corporate tax to match that of New Jersey's. Two things. You can't do that because, well, you're not the governor. And two, why don't you tell people what the rate is? Because right now in New York, I believe it's about 8.8%. Corporate tax in New Jersey is 11.5.
Also said that the most important thing is not how we fund it, but that we fund it.
Not how we fund it, but that we fund it. I gotta tell you, it's better than Hakeem Jeffries.
I think these are the most direct ways to do so. But any funding stream that would fund these programs, that is one that we would welcome, because the most important thing at the end of the day is that someone can raise their family in this city and that we make it easier for them to do so.
Well, I don't think any of that's going to happen because the governor, again, which you are not, says she's not raising taxes. So what other streams of income is he talking about? Look, I'm not saying that he's a flim-flam artist, but I smell flim-flam.
Flim-flam. Oh, brother scam. Brother scam, brother scam, brother scam, man. Oh, boy.
Hey, New York, clap for yourselves. Y'all the first state to vote for a communist.
Check out what we have here that is starting to get a lot of exposure. From Nate Freeman. It says, an illegal immigrant tells him, thank God Mamdani won. He will help us, as she proceeds to tell him how hard it is to live in a tax-funded shelter for over a year with her family. She makes $20 an hour selling candy on the street. She says she will vote Democrat whenever given the chance. She thanks Biden for bringing her across the border. The Democrat Party mass imported voters. I've asked hundreds of illegal immigrants who they will vote for when given the chance, and the answer has always been, except for once, Democrats. One illegal told me Trump, but said it very, very quietly. Oh boy. Check this out.
¿Qué opinas de que ganó Mamdani?
Yo quería que gane él y gracias a Dios ganó él. Entonces yo, lo que me ha gustado de ese candidato, que escuché que iba a ayudar con el arriendo de los hogares. Entonces,
how come you are not getting help into a shelter? Are you receiving any help? It's very sad to see you here.
Sí, yo vivo en un Chester. Y yo estoy acá cerca. Si no es que lo que pasa es que en el Chester hay algunas veces que dan comida fría y hay algunas veces, ocasiones que dan la comida caliente, lo cual yo tengo 2 menores hijos que están ahorita en la escuela y ellos son los que no quieren comer la comida. Yo estoy sentada ahorita y tratando de vender algunas golosinas para yo poder comprarle la comida a mis niños.
Ask her how much money she makes out here when she's out here for 5 hours.
No. 5 horas es si es que puedo llegar a venir un día sábado con mis niños, puede hacer que me quede 5 horas, pero ahorita no, máximo 2 horas, 3 horas.
¿Y cómo
en mi hogar somos 3 niños y 2 adultos, que somos mamá y papá. Yo recolecto para mis niños unos $30, máximo $40 a lo mucho y me retiro.
En 2 horas.
En 2 horas.
Do you want to become a citizen?
Ay, obvio. Sí.
When you become a citizen, do you think you will vote more for Republicans or Democrats?
En eso sí, creo que es en el yo creo que no solamente yo, casi la mayoría no está de acuerdo con este presidente que actualmente estamos, porque las cosas se han puesto mucho más duras que antes. Mayormente a mí me, como le digo y lo vuelvo a repetir, yo sueño con irme en un arriendo porque no es fácil vivir en un Chester. Para las personas que dicen, no, ay, que vives del gobierno, no es fácil, te lo digo, no es.
It's interesting. She came into the country illegally. Her stroller looks nice. Her whole family is living off the government while she makes $20 an hour off the street. And yet she says it's not easy to live off the government. I don't know. That food looks fine to me. And if your family's life was truly at risk, wouldn't you be more grateful to the taxpayers who are paying for your family's food and shelter?
Yo recién llevo un año aquí, pero verdaderamente doy gracias más al Señor que me hizo entrar por frontera, que es Joe
Biden.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this thing says that 800,000 people are ready to leave New York City because of their newly elected mayor, Zoran Mamdani. If I'm saying it wrong, please forgive me. 800,000 people ready to leave because of the new mayor, Zoran Mamdani. I just want to say to the people of New York, I love y'all. I love you, but I want you to listen to me. Stay your ass right there in New York City, okay? Don't stay there, all right? Because what we don't need is a bunch of people that don't have driver's license leaving. Because you need one in the rest of the world. Some of y'all been living in New York all of your life and ain't never had a car. And we love y'all. But don't run away from your problems. That is not how you handle things, okay? Whatever that man said or whatever he did, we gonna hang in there and deal with it. Yes, we will. Yes, we can. Yes, we are. We will be with you in spirit.
Hey, you want to be said on the channel? Y'all, I'm telling you, don't come here to Texas. We don't want you. Y'all gonna come here trying to vote. Y'all gonna come over here. Yeah, don't get the U-Haul ready. Y'all stay y'all butt down there. We don't want you.
What you don't need to do at this big age is leave. Stay over there. Stay over there. Traffic is bad enough. People, nobody really know how to drive, and I swear If y'all get out here, it's just we gonna find y'all asses in the trees. Just stay in New York.
Stay in New York City.
Settle down. It's getting cold. You know, nuzzle up under a blanket, turn the television on, and watch my stand-up special. Anybody want to tell me on Tubi? And when I come back to New York, at any point in time, go on out there and get them tickets.
Oh man, shout out to my brother King, man. I tell you, boy. Y'all stay y'all butt in New York City. Stay y'all butt down there.